Let's start with ways to improve taking a deep breath. Due to muscle weakness associated with their injury, many people with higher level spinal cord injuries will have difficulty in taking a deep breath. These individuals can use a technique called air stacking to help supplement a deep breath when they breathe in during the inspiratory phase. Licensed respiratory therapist Louis Saporito will now demonstrate different air stacking techniques.
Okay, for an individual that cannot take a deep breath, a good cough requires a deep breath to be taken first. So if you're unable to take a deep breath because of weakness, then we can supplement that by using either a manual device, or if you are using a mechanical ventilator periodic during the day and it's on the wheelchair, patients will use that to air stack. We call this air stacking. We're going to deliver sequential breaths, one on top of the other, to completely fill the lungs before we produce a good cough. So that's simply held in the mouth. I'm going to deliver a breath, and he's going to hold it. That's hold that breath. And second breath is coming. He's holding. We're going for another breath. In again and hold, and maybe one more in. He's full at this point. I can't squeeze any more air. He's going to hold that breath and then cough. But now I can also assist the cough additionally. We're going to stack. So breath 1 and hold, and breath 2 and hold, and breath 3 and hold. And right there we're full, hold, and wait for me. 1, 2, 3, cough. So we've added air, we've filled the lungs, and then we gave the abdominal thrust to shove the air back out, producing an adequate cough.
Air stacking with an ambubag can also be performed by oneself if you have enough dexterity.
So for an individual that has the ability, the strength to squeeze the bag, they can provide their own ventilation. Boom.
If one can take a series of deep breaths and hold them, then air stacking can also be performed without an ambubag. This is done by first taking as deep a breath as possible, then immediately gulping a rapid series of mouthfuls of air, forcing more air into the lungs. This is followed immediately by a cough and can be used along with assisted coughing to increase the force of the cough even more. This technique is called glossopharyngeal breathing, or frog breathing, because the sound one makes when gulping in the extra air sounds like a frog. Here are some examples.
Okay, I'm going to demonstrate what's called glossopharyngeal breathing, or commonly known as frog breathing, which is just the action of using the tongue as an air pump to draw air from the mouth and shove it down through the glottis and then capture it. So these are small pumps similar to what we do with the ambubag for air stacking. And people that learn this well can actually give themselves a full lung increase of air. So what I normally instruct to do is to hold the breath as much as you can hold on your own using the chest. When I'm full, I'm going to then add air just with my mouth. So it's in and up, 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 up. The sound that you're hearing is the closing of the glottis after each pump. The tongue is pumping in, up, up, and I'm holding breath on top of breath, getting larger and larger. All right, so we're going to first take our deepest breath in, all chest, hold, and then start adding gulps on top of that. Glossopharyngeal breaths are added, and then coughing.